typical emotional devastation, as we expect from Final Fantasy VIII. What better character to come in and introduce Dragoon 2.0? How's it going, Warriors? I'm Myth, the Lalafell currently being held hostage by 3 Loporrits in a trench coat. No, I'm not joking. Please send help. And today we're going to excite all the violent little powerballs in my comment section and talk about the upcoming Dragoon rework and what I think we can generally expect from it, as well as a little speculation on what flavour season it may have. Looking at you, Freya. Dragoon is arguably the most dated job in Final Fantasy XIV now, with a bloated skill set more hindering than helpful and a leveling experience that leaves you without an AoE to level 40. No, I'm being deadly serious. It's fucking crazy. It's a job with a rich and iconic canon, and I hate the fact that I feel physical pain when I'm queued into lower content and see a Dragoon, because I know the run will be slower and it's not even his fault. Couple this with the jump mechanics, which oftentimes have obnoxiously long animation locks, and you have a recipe for a job that feels like pegging. Sounds good on paper, but in practice, it's a fucking mess. Now I haven't snorted enough of the required copium to fail to acknowledge that Dragoon can never feel like a real Dragoon in an MMO. It's basically impossible to have an aerial specialized DPS in an MMO without a 3D battle space. So what we do have is essentially a job whose DPS is reliant on its OGCDs to force feed it that job flavour in much the same way you might force kids to eat carrots. This for me personally is the fundamental reason Dragoon feels so broken right now. You pick this job because you want to become a human pin-filled powerball and bounce around the arena, leaving more aerial devastation than a NATO response to the Houthis. And instead, the very premise of your job canon is tied behind an OGCD wall. And the rest of the time, you're like a Zeppler video. Incredibly grounded. What, you thought I was going to insult Zeppler? You shut your mouth, she's precious. I think the best way you can fix Dragoon as a job is to have its jump and aerial abilities tied to a reworked resource, allowing you to scale the power of these jump abilities at different costs to achieve different effects. This would minimise the time spent on the ground and maximise job flavour without feeling like you're dating a Tinder fuckboy, aka only good for 2 minutes, if he's practiced. Dawntrail is actually the perfect expansion to rework Dragoon, for one reason and one reason only: Final Fantasy IX references. This expansion is going to be a love letter to Final Fantasy IX. It's going to come with the announcement of the Final Fantasy IX remake, and more importantly, diving into speculation like you would the DMs of a recently separated Game of Go, it's going to introduce you to the new Dragoon class using a fan favourite character. Awesome, talking about everyone's favourite tragic story from Final Fantasy IX, Freya fucking Crescent. No, seriously, hear me out and hit that subscribe button. Floki needs you. Dawntrail is very much a beastie-themed expansion. Female Hrothgars, a contention dispute between 3 different races, Beastmasters incoming, beast tribes and hunting all over the trailer. Let's face it, beastly diversity is at its peak. Freya is a Burmesian, a race of anthropomorphic rat-like beings hailing from the kingdoms of Burmesea. She's a skilled warrior and a member of the Burmesian Dragon Knights, an elite group of soldiers sworn to protect the kingdom. Freya has a distinct appearance with rat-like features, including a long tail, fur-covered body and pointed ears. Arguably the most iconic Dragoon in the franchise, Freya's story arc revolves around her search for her lost love, Sir Fratley. Fratley, also a Dragon Knight, whom disappeared years ago during a mission, left Freya heartbroken. Throughout the game, Freya's journey intertwines with her quest to find Fratley and uncover the mysteries surrounding his disappearance. I won't spoil it, as I'm convinced the remake announcement is coming sooner than anyone thinks, but I will say it's typical emotional devastation, as we expect from Final Fantasy VIII. What better character to come in and introduce Dragoon 2.0 than a Dragoon far removed from our usual buddy cop combo with Estinian? A Dragoon that can maybe teach Estinian and give him purpose for being in Tyrol. Give him something to do that isn't just exist and be fan service. Yeah, I'm not convinced his only reason for being there is that cutscene. Final Fantasy XIV doesn't just go from amazing to bland in the space of a cutscene. I've spoken about this before, but I firmly believe there will be more than just nods to FF9 in this upcoming expansion, as we leave the Heidel and Zodiac era behind us and look forward to the next big story arc. Freya fits the theme of the expansion like that Y'shtola photo fits in my wallet, and gives us an explanation as to why Estinian is out in Tyrol, and more importantly, out hunting and looking for a chance with a party of beasts, as we saw in the trailer. I don't think he's just on the party bus, and neither should you. Anyways, that's enough praying for Freya from me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Smash that subscribe button if you need more FF9 in your life than you currently have, and click this, because hey, for every video you watch, your happiness stat increases. Seems worth it to me. Min-max that shit.